Hey y'all, so this video is gonna be hard for me to do, but I need to do it to try to help myself move on, or try to move on, attempt to move on. But I wanted to write a post on Facebook and Instagram, but I can't put into words how I'm feeling right now and what he meant to me. So I'm doing what I do best, and I'd rather show you than write it. So here we go. Dear E, what the hell, bro? What the hell? I wasn't supposed to be doing this until we were at least 70. I never thought that I would lose you after almost 10 years of friendship. And our friendship happened by chance. Literally, I first met you when my freshman year in college, when I was a Southern Miss, and me and Mary was best friends and roommates. And I remember her telling me that if we were gonna be close, then I had to meet her twin. And y'all were twins because you were born on the same day, and y'all were childhood friends. So we walked into Union, and there you were in the game room as always. That was also the day I met Trey and Jamie. And that always seemed to be where I saw all of you at the same time, was right near the game room. And you were just so friendly, just knew no stranger, and treated me like you would Mary, like I was your little sister. And we started to get close my sophomore year because me and you both decided to take jobs at the mall. You were working at Lids, and I was working at Auntie Anne's right down the way. And that was the first time I started to call you a creep because you always thought it was hilarious that on your break at Lids, you would walk down and stand at the far distance from where Auntie Anne's was and just stare at me. And I thought it was so funny and creepy. And I was like, why are you being a creep? Just come up here. But you always did it to make me laugh. And that's how we started to get close, because we would talk on breaks and stuff like that. And I remember one time, like, you were working at Lids and Trey had to leave, and nobody else could come in, and you ended up having to run this whole store by yourself, and you were so angry about it. And I remember me and Mary coming and being like, why are you sitting there laughing? And that's when I found out he laughs when he gets angry, and it's very scary. But I remember me and Mary was like, we'll help you run the store, just go take a walk, bro, or something. And we ran that store for at least 20 minutes while he went and walked around. And you know, I'm gonna miss my buddy, bro. Like, I'm gonna miss like the fact that like we thought it was funny that we would walk around with different accents. You had the best African accent, and I had the best UK accent. And people thought it was so weird that it was two black people talking like that. And we used to walk around the mall doing that all the time. And it's those type of things I'm just gonna miss, just hanging out with you, like all of the time, all of those late nights where we would just sit in your mom's old Jeep and talk. Like, I'm gonna miss seeing that text message of come outside, I'm gonna kidnap you. Because we used to kidnap each other all the time and just not do anything but walk around Walmart and not buy anything, or we did buy stuff and we didn't even need it. I'm gonna miss that. Like, we had so many late night talks about life and just all types of stuff. Like, I could just be transparent with you. We cried to each other on several occasions. And I just never had that with a friend. Just total 1000% not judging. And it was great. And our friendship just grew through my sophomore year in college, my junior year in college. Like, we bonded a lot over food, and anybody that knows us knows that that's what we always would do, was go eat. 9 times out of 10, when we used to kidnap each other, it would be to go eat. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to go to Buffalo Wild Wings or Raising Cane's or the Waffle House for a while, because that was our spot. It would be the only thing that was open a lot of times late at night, and we would just sit and talk and laugh, and it was just crazy. This is insane to me. Like, I remember when we used to talk about how we both wanted to pledge blue and white. That was before any of us had did anything, and we were dreaming about how we both would be online at the same time, and you know, and even though that didn't happen in that chronological order, it still ended up happening. And not many people can say that their best friend is their brother, but I can, you know, and he really was a brother. He was more than just a friend to me. And it was, I just can't even, it's just gonna be so different. Like, a piece of my soul died when he died. It's hard for me to even talk like this, because this wasn't supposed to happen. Like, we made jokes like saying that, like, we were supposed, like, he was supposed to be the godparent to my kids. Like I remember us talking about how, like, we were both gonna have kids at the same time, and they were gonna be like the most spoiled kids ever, because we were gonna be awesome parents. That's what we said. And like, this is just unreal. Like, even after college, like, we got even closer after college, because you moved to Jackson and you didn't really have any friends a lot then, and we hung out a lot. Like, a lot. I would go to your apartment, and every time you moved, I was there. When you went to Pearl, when you went to Jackson, when you moved in with Malcolm, I was always there, and we hung out so much. I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss going into your apartment and telling Alexa to change the room to all kind of stupid colors that we could come up with, and sitting in your bed with you and watching Family Guy and American Dad and Rick and Morty and stuff. And we loved watching The Breakfast Club on YouTube and anything on All Def Digital. We thought it was so great, and I'm just gonna miss hanging out with you, man. Like we were just, I can't. This is just literally the hardest thing I've ever had to deal with in my life, and I just don't know how I'm gonna deal. Like, I think the one thing is really gonna be hard is that I'm not gonna be able to introduce you on my YouTube channel anymore as my nigga E. Like, every time you were on there, that's what I used to say. And you hated being on camera, but I forced you to do it. And now I'm glad that I did it, because I at least have that I can go back and look at and laugh, and, you know, all of our inside jokes. And it's just gonna be so tough. Like, I think the one thing that really just stuck out with me is how much of an impact that he made on all of our lives, especially me, because I tend to panic a lot and overthink things and all types of stuff, and like, he was always so calm, just so calm and collective, and just would always tell me to calm the hell down. And he would just give me advice and help me out, because I used to freak out about my future and be like, dude, we gotta get a plan. And like, he would always just be like, it's fine, we're fine, like, just take it day by day. He was always a in the moment type of person. Like, he never freaked out about the future. He just lived in the moment, and that's something that I will carry with me forever, because he taught me that. I used to freak out and not really take stuff valuable, and he taught me to just live in the moment and always just stay hopeful and optimistic about things. And I'm gonna miss that, because it's gonna be so weird for me to, like, not to have freak out moments and not be able to call him, like, or text him. Like, literally the last time that I saw him in person was on Thanksgiving. And I had just saw him because I had moved to Atlanta, and I was so happy to hang out with him because I hadn't seen him in a couple months. And we hung out, did like we normally did. I kidnapped him and we drove around and ate and went to Target and Walmart and all types of stuff because that's what we did. We used to collect Funko Pops together. We played Pokemon Go all the time together and, you know, just did like we normally do. And I remember you telling me like that you missed me a lot and that you were feeling kind of lonely. And I was like, nigga, you're fine. Like, just call me. Like, you know, I'm always here. And, you know, and we laughed about it. And I told him he always downplays his emotions all the time. And I was like, dude, you're fine. And I remember before I left, he gave me the longest hug that he's ever given me. And he always gives me hugs. We always give each other hugs. We always, you know, told each other that we love each other. But that particular day, it was like a really like long, like I really miss you hug. And, you know, I'm glad that that was my last in-person memory because I felt loved. He made me feel really loved. Like he was just my best friend. And then the last time I talked to him was actually last Sunday. I was messaging a lot of my friends and family because of all the coronavirus stuff that's going on. So I was checking on him like I was doing everybody else. And I was stressing out again because I was telling him I was having panic attacks about what all this is going on. And my aunt has the virus in Mississippi, so I was stressed about that. And he just did what he does best and was like, you know, it's gonna be okay. You know, the survival rate of the coronavirus is really high. He was like, you know, you just gotta stay prayed up and have inner peace. And that's something I'm gonna keep in me forever because that's always how he was with me. Just like beyond my friend. Like that was more than my best friend, bro. That was more than my brother. Like that was my soulmate. Like not many people can say that they've met their soulmate in life, but I can honestly say I have. Like he was my other half. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. It's gonna be really hard. Like I can't even go in my room right now because there's things in there that remind me of him. Like I got a Coachella poster in there, and like he always thought my obsession with Beyonce was so ridiculous and hilarious, but he just let me be great and even let me go to his apartment at 2 a.m. to watch Coachella live in his apartment and allowed me to squeal and scream at 2 a.m. in his apartment. And he just sat on his couch shaking his head like, what the hell? But that's just how he was. Like he just always had an open door policy with everybody. And you could always come into his apartment and chill and cook and eat. And I can't tell you how many times I fell asleep on that futon of his watching TV with him and just laughing and stuff. And I just, this is just really tough. And I wasn't expecting this. I don't think anybody was. And I don't know. I don't know. This that's what's supposed to happen, dude. Like we're supposed to ride this out. Like, but the only thing that I can really just say, if you know, because I know he's probably gonna see this even in heaven, just dude, like don't be afraid to come visit me, dude. You know that, you know, I'm like psychic as hell and you know I can see shit. Like don't be afraid to come visit me. And I'm going to continue grinding because you were the biggest supporter of everything that I did. Rather it was how many times I tried doing Zeta, how many times like I would do my music and my YouTube channel, and you were just my biggest supporter and always just down to do stuff. And I'm just going to continue to grind because I know you believed in me. You believe that I had a talent and I'm gonna continue to do that. And whenever I do have kids, dude, I'm still gonna tell them about their Uncle E and how amazing he was and how he would have spoiled them so much. And it's just gonna be hard. It's just gonna be really hard because it's like my day-to-day has been messed up, like severely. Even though like I couldn't even take the reality of it, and I still tried to like call you, and I looked on Instagram thinking that you were gonna see the video I sent you the other day. This is so hard. It's just so hard, but I know I'm not the only one hurting, but I just wanted to share to the world like what you meant to me. And yeah, I just wanted everybody to know how it felt, and I'm gonna forever cherish our memories forever. Like, dude, I'm just glad that you're not suffering anymore. I'm glad you're not suffering anymore. I know how much you hated having diabetes, dude. We talked about it a lot. And I remember telling you that it was gonna be okay, because you would break down to me about it, and I used to tell you it's gonna be okay, like, you're not dying, nigga, you're fine. Even though I was terrified every time he would come from the doctor with a bad report, or they was telling him he had to have surgery on his eyes or something, and I was terrified because I know how that disease works, and it's very iffy. So, but and I'm pretty sure, and I feel like you knew too, and it's like we were both trying to like hide the reality to each other, but you know, I'm just glad you're in a better place, dude. And I know that you're probably like in a surreal moment, just like we are. So, but I just wanted to tell you that I love you deeply, and I'm not gonna say goodbye because we never told each other goodbye. We always would be like, all right, bro, I'm gonna see you later. So I'm gonna see you later, bro. I love you.